Hi everybody, it's Mike from the Coin Show, and it's my turn to make a video. So today I have brought you a 1935A Hawaii Overprint Silver Certificate. Now these have a really interesting story behind them, as well as a completely different color seal and serial numbers. Now silver certificates typically have a blue seal, and the serial numbers are blue. There are a couple exceptions to this, but not for this video. In this particular bill, the serial number and the seal are brown, and there is an overprint, as you can see right here on this side right here and this side right here, that says Hawaii. And these are made to circulate on the islands in Hawaii during the early days before we got into World War II. And it's because there was so much going on in the Pacific that it actually became a threat that we could, have the Hawaiian Islands invaded by some hostile power. And if that were to be the case, every single one of these bills would be deemed absolutely worthless, and the United States would keep the silver. So back in those days, you would have a silver certificate was just a note. It was something that you could have that says that on deposit in the Treasury there is a silver dollar, and there was a silver dollar for every single one of these. And so you used to take your silver dollar to the bank, they would give you a silver certificate, or vice versa. You give them a silver certificate, they would give you a silver dollar. And that was kind of the way things worked. Money had, if it was backed by silver, you could cash it in for silver. If it was backed by gold, you could cash it in for gold. Larger denomination bills were always redeemable in gold, or as they call lawful money, which meant silver. And this was the way that money was done back then. There are no $1 Federal Reserve notes. So, every single one of them up until the mid-1960s was a silver certificate and was backed by a silver dollar in the Treasury. These are really interesting for the Hawaii overprint. They have these, Hawaii here and here on the face, but what you really want to see is the reverse of this note. It has a giant overprint that says Hawaii. Now, they made these in 4 denominations. They made them 1, 5, 10, and 20. But the $1 ones, the $1 bills, are all silver certificates, whereas the $5 bills were 5, 10s, and 20s were all Federal Reserve notes. They made just under 27 million of these bills. So they're not like, super, super rare. But actually finding them in really nice condition is not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do, but you can find them if you look around long enough. They don't cost a ton of money. I mean, they're not worth a ton of money, but you could pick up a bill like this somewhere in the probably $50 to $75 range, I would think, at a good coin show from a currency dealer. But they just happen to be one of my favorites, as they have this really great overprint, and I just think that the Hawaii overprint on the reverse is fantastic. So that's what I brought you to show you today, and I'd like, if you have any comments or any feedback, just please leave it in the comments below, like and subscribe, and I guess we'll talk to you on the next video.